Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having an incredible day. Firstly, thank you all very much for your support. Secondly, yes, I was gone the last 2 days. I needed the actual rest, it was the first weekend in 3 years that I haven't made a video. Isn't that insanely weird? The first weekend. Even other times when I had made videos, I had like pre-made videos in the past just to actually have stuff to be able to upload on weekends when I tried to take a break. And I guess thirdly, is thirdly a word? Thank you for all the support on this channel, on the second channel, the Money Rules channel. Really thank you through all of this. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the madness because a lot of stuff is taking place as usual within the cryptocurrency space. It says the largest cryptocurrency by market cap hasn't moved outside of its tight trading range for over a week, while low cap altcoins have been surging. As a result, Bitcoin's dominance has fallen to its lowest level in 5 months. Altcoins continue gaining traction while Bitcoin remains calm. This decreases Bitcoin's dominance over the cryptocurrency market is down to 62%, which is the lowest point in 5 months. The past 24 hours come as another example that the altcoin market is fluctuating massively lately. This is especially evident among lower cap altcoins. Today's leader is Luna with a surge of 40%. Band Protocol is next after going up 32% and entering the top 100 coins. The company recently partnered with decentralized gaming platform Bet Protocol, and upon the integration will provide reliable oracles for premium sports and esports data. Another significant gainer is Swipe. SXP hasn't slowed down its impressive run upwards that started a few days ago. The Visa debit card platform, recently acquired by Binance, traded at 55 cents a week ago and is now up to $1.90. This represents a 7-day surge of over 200%. For those of you who are not, the dots are not being connected for you. We are once again experiencing a very common, can I call it common? It's happened a couple times before in the past, where if you remember the end of last year, maybe the beginning of this year as well, I kind of want to say, we get the news a lot that Bitcoin's dominance is rising. Bitcoin's dominance is going very high. Bitcoin's dominance is at an all-time high. Bitcoin's dominance cannot be stopped. And at some point all the time, 3 years ago, and then 3 years before that, and about a year or two before that, give or take the time frame that you're actually looking at, we start getting news that Bitcoin's dominance is going down. Bitcoin's dominance is not doing so well, and we usually end up getting the news that this is going to be perceived as a weakness for Bitcoin and a strength for altcoins, and that altcoins are going to continue performing very well. This is have you been here the last month, 6 weeks, watching this channel? You know exactly what I'm going to say. This is a mimic of 2017. It is absolutely eerie, and I really don't know what to do with it at this point. What is probably going to end up happening is that Bitcoin's dominance is going to continue to decline as altcoins continue to pump higher in price. This could be simply because people are looking for a way to make money. People believe that Bitcoin is boring. People believe that Bitcoin isn't simply going to go anywhere, and they're trying to put their money into other projects that they think will start moving other places, especially as Bitcoin has been trending completely sideways. Regardless of what happens, whether we see a dip or a pump, altcoins at this point are going to continue to outperform Bitcoin. But this is, if you want the honest truth, this is what starts a bull rally, a bull market, a bull run. It is the hype for other coins that you probably in 10 years will have forgotten the name of, that you will not be holding anymore. These coins end up pumping massively, and it kind of gets the rest of the market really riled up, jumping, moving a lot quicker. And just also a little side note, and I have to say this simply because logic. The coins that I mentioned earlier in the video, if you do at some point decide to invest in them, please do as much research as you possibly can, because a lot of these coins that are being pumped up right now, like I said, you are never going to be using inside of a store and will probably not be around in a 5 to 10 year period. These coins are being hyped up like you would not believe at the moment. This also says, for those of you not looking at the screen, it says flat or breakout. What to expect from Bitcoin this week. This one says Bitcoin lacking momentum above 9,200, but signs of bullish break emerge. This is, a lot of people are actually quite optimistic of where the market is going, could go, and where Bitcoin is looking like it is going to push towards in the next couple of days. Not weeks, not months, but actual days. For some reason, I keep getting a lot of articles talking about things that are going to happen this week. Not exactly sure why. Actually, there's one or two reasons as to the why, what could potentially happen sometime this week, but it is still a major question mark. For me, honestly, what I do is I just always kind of assume that, this is me honestly, that we are going to either trend sideways or have a downward movement. And I mean, it's only amplified because it's 2020. This year has been interesting to say the least, and as such, I try to remain, but I try to remain as centered as humanly possible. I look at it as far as I believe in the long-term growth of this market and where Bitcoin is going to go. If prices do trend sideways, well, that gives me more time to buy. If prices do start going downwards, well, things are even cheaper for me to buy. And if prices start going up, well, we're all making money at the exact same time, so no one should really be complaining. So at the moment, everyone is, almost said awkwardly, everyone's trying to see exactly where this market is going to go. All the altcoins are pumping. A lot of times, if you see Bitcoin like slide back down by 1%, because we're still in that tight trading range, altcoins, they go skyrocketing back down as well. Anyway, that's all the news basically ties into each other, but that's that fragment of the news. And without further ado, well, let's move on. Next up, Binance Coin is in the news. Binance Coin's price is gaining bullish momentum above $18 against the USDT. Binance Coin is trading in a nice uptrend, and it could aim a break above $18.99. Wow, which is its monthly high this past week. Binance Coin declined below $17.50. Binance Coin's price broke even from 17 support level, but it found a strong support near the 100 simple moving average of 4 hours. I, for some reason, saw a massive amount of articles discussing why Binance Coin had rallied, had gone up in price, and what could have possibly caused this, but they never were really talking about what actually caused the price going up. However, if you just dig around for a bit more, Binance just removed 3.4 million Binance Coin worth around $60 million from circulation. That'll probably do it. The largest in the crypto assets history. The crypto exchange giant is performing coin burns every quarter until it destroys 100 million Binance Coin from circulation, representing half of the total $200 million Binance Coin ever issued. Sure. The number of Binance tokens set to be burned is determined by the number of trades performed on Binance in a 3-month window. The strategy aims to reduce the supply of Binance Coin and increase its value. They've said this like multiple times before. They said we're burning it to increase its value. So very clear of them. Whatever. This burn, which represent, I'm missing some words in my vocabulary, and I'm not sure why they're not picking up. It's kind of annoying. This burn, which represents trading activity across Binance Spot, margin, and futures exchanges, as well as the various portfolio projects and ecosystem partners that use Binance Coin from April to June of this year, permanently took away around $60 million worth of Binance Coin out of circulation. The most recent burn comes during the month of the crypto exchange's 3rd anniversary. It's been 3 years? My goodness. I remember when they first came out. Jeez Louise. So the point is, a lot of people, take this how you will, and I mean literally take it how you will. A lot of people are trying to speculate on what the Amazons, the Apples, the Microsofts of the cryptocurrency space will be. And a lot of time, Binance's name gets thrown around simply because, they're Binance, they're incredibly popular. But it's as far as What was the discussion I saw two people having? It was more of a, imagine being able to buy Tesla stock or Apple stock or so-and-so stock early on. And then at some point you realize that there were only going to be a set amount of actual stock floating around out there. And then that number would decrease because they just start burning them randomly, like the actual pieces of paper when we had paper stock. And then eventually you get to that finite number and the company continues to explode and the stock ends up becoming a lot more expensive, if you will. So, I mean, a lot of people have been speculating on what Binance Coin's price will be sometime in the future. I don't think we're that far off. Does it say anywhere around here? Nope. Trying to see exactly how many Binance Coin were actually left in circulation. We are, I assume, rapidly approaching the only 100 million left, and I'm certain, probably behind the scenes as well, there are probably tons of companies who are accumulating Binance Coin as if it were, you know, stock in a major company. Anyway, that's also tying into the altcoins surging and moving higher news. And we move on. Also, of course, happening in the news, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a number of other large cryptocurrencies have effectively flatlined over the past 2 to 3 months. The chart below from Josh Olszewicz, that is OLSZEWICZ, Olszewicz, a crypto analyst, displays this well. Per the Bollinger Bands, Bitcoin's volatility is at lows not seen since November 2018. Wow. But according to Max Bronstein, part of the venture and institutional arms of Coinbase, the crypto market is actually undergoing a reflation moment. When the price of Bitcoin and other top digital assets will follow, though, remains to be seen. According to Bronstein, there are 3 clear signs that crypto is having a major reflation moment, soon to be on par with and likely exceed the 2017 boom. The Coinbase employees share 3 data points from Glassnode and Dune Analytics, 2 data providers in crypto, backing this extremely strong assertion. They are as follows. Ethereum's daily transaction count is at multi-year highs, with this metric regularly crossing above 1 million as DeFi gains adoption. The number of Bitcoin addresses and holders with over 1 coin has reached an all-time high of over 822,500. This metric is up from around 782,000 at the start of this year. That is a huge jump in just a couple of months. And also, this is who have over 1 coin. It is not just 1 coin. I just saw someone discussing this before. They were like, well, that's only 822,000 people who have 1 coin. Nope, that's incorrect. So these people can have anywhere from 1 coin to infinity coins, 18 million Bitcoin. We know exactly, no one has 18 million Bitcoin, but you know exactly what I'm saying. And there's a little chart right there. And the number of DeFi users is literally going parabolic, with Uniswap, Synthetics, and 1inch. Did they name themselves 1inch? Ooh. And 1inch driving most of the growth. In previous comments, Bronstein has said that the current macroeconomic environment lends strongly to growth in Bitcoin and Ethereum. It is absolutely insane to see all of these metrics every single day. This isn't even all of it. This isn't even all the money that we have awareness of that's actually pumping into the market. Like, we are getting indications of the amount of movement across Ethereum and the amount of people who hold over 1 Bitcoin. So at some point, and also for those of you who don't know, even just the actual metric of Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey buys over a Bitcoin each day on just 1 app that he actually uses. And we know that many other people are also buying tons of other Bitcoin as well. The amount of energy circulating around Ethereum, and I find this rather, the word isn't perplexing. It was going to happen whether there was an upgrade or not. Of the amount of people who are building on top of Ethereum. Keeping in mind, once again, that there are other DeFi platforms on other coins. But for some reason, everyone's choosing to build on top of Ethereum still, regardless of the Cardano, Tron, EOS coins that are floating around out there. It is incredibly weird. I am, if nothing else from this year, I will have gotten my answer as to if all of these mirrored images of what happened in 2017 that are happening right now have actually come true. The next step, like I mentioned in the actual last video, the video before this, was we need a drop in price. There's always a crazy drop in price somewhere. There's going to be a drop in price probably around August-esque time. We're going to get news, oh no, woe is me, woe is crypto, yada, yada, yada. And then the prices will start to go up completely insane. Even right now, the fact that they are so stable is absolutely remarkable. Even if you just look at what's been happening in the news, like actual news, I would have assumed that Bitcoin would have fluctuated, have moved in some sort of way, in some type of form, because economically, things aren't looking too hot right now. And a lot of the world's markets are starting to reflect this, and a lot of places are redoing what they did in March and April, if you get my drift. So we'll see, because it's all leading up to something. And I don't know if it's going to be a massive, insane movement down, kaboom, kablamo, no, what happened to the crypto prices? Or is this exactly, like, is what I'm thinking is going to happen, and I think we only need one real catalyst, and that's kind of Bitcoin moving. That's probably it. The stability in the price is almost otherworldly, dare I say. Also tying, directly into this, because they're all tying into each other. Dogecoin seems to be gradually moving away from its meme status. Nope, it's still there, to an everyday coin on the crypto market. The coin was created as, it says, somewhat of a joke. For those of you who don't know, the Dogecoin creator said this is a joke coin. I'm creating this as a joke because there's a dog on the coin. And has since attracted an online presence due to its status as a laughingstock in the cryptocurrency world. Dogecoin's development hasn't been anything to write home about, as there is no limit to the amount of Dogecoin that can be mined. Surprise! A lot of people also don't know that. The digital coin, unlike most cryptocurrencies on the market, was created to be inflationary. Dogecoin pumps out 10,000 new coins every minute. The block period of the coin, whereas many coins such as Bitcoin spit out fewer coins in the market over a long time. The total existing supply has forever remained cheap because of this factor. 10,000 new coins every minute. This year, however, has seen some upward trend in the value of the digital coin. The cryptocurrency gained 50% within hours last week, which was the highest single day percentage gain since 2017. If you have time, go look at Dogecoin's chart from 2017. And even more so, look up news articles. Type in Dogecoin 1 cent 2017. Because we had the exact same discussions, say it with me, in 2017 about Dogecoin hitting 1 cent. And what did we have last week and the week before that, as all that TikTok madness was going on? The exact same thing. Like, what is happening with this year? I just do not understand. Searches for how to buy a Dogecoin has also moved from its highest score of 25 to 100, the highest possible search popularity score over the past few months. Dogecoin finally looks set to be on the right track. Nope, that is false. Dogecoin's value isn't the only thing gaining grounds this year, as its mining has emerged as the favorite cryptocurrency for miners. My goodness. This is a... Dogecoin has been the top rewarding coin for miners, beating crypto giants such as Bcash and BSV. I mean, listen, if these three are in the same pool, red flag. Red flag. The point is, yeah, altcoins are doing extremely well. They are being pumped to infinity and beyond because people are buying them. We are at that point where people are looking desperately to get into the cryptocurrency space. However, they are looking at Bitcoin's price, and Bitcoin looks far too expensive for them. It also spreads another way. People simply asking their friends, have you heard about this thing? I totally have heard about this thing, but I know another coin that's doing even better. Oh, you do know another coin? Yep, this coin has gone up by 25% and Bitcoin has actually gone down by 1% today. You see, Bitcoin's red, that one's green. Wow, I want to buy that new coin. Let's do it together. And then they hold hands and walk into Coinbase, or at least I think that's how it happens. The point is, altcoins are going to be pumping for a while. The only thing that's going to stop that pump is Bitcoin falling to like 7,000. That is the only really strong thing that's going to stop it. And then even after, once Bitcoin does move back up, because that's just how logic works, altcoins are going to start pumping all over again. And I say this for two ways. If you are going to go down the route of trying to make mega profits from altcoins, just understand a lot of these, not saying Dogecoin, a lot of these coins are not real. They're not good for your wallet. They're not good for your portfolio. So just understand that when you ride that wave upward, you need to pay a massive amount of attention to where these coins are moving, because at some point they are going to crash, and I don't want your money to crash with them. On the other side, if you're not in these things and you have other friends who have come to you at any point saying that they want to get into crypto, I know it might be difficult. I mean, do this at your own discretion, because I have a friend as well. He has a lot of other friends who are trying to get into the cryptocurrency space, and he keeps telling them, focus on this, focus on this, focus on this, focus on this. And they go, but what about that one? And he goes, no, that's a fake one. And they go, well, you know, fake coins don't go up by 45% over a week. It's very difficult to explain things to people. This is why I said, you know, if you are feeling good spirited that day and you're trying to help some people, by all means, we won't be able to save everyone. It's part of the learning experience of getting into the cryptocurrency space. However, just understand that Dogecoin is going to be printed forever and ever. Every minute, 10,000 coins. If you've ever had, if you've ever had a moment, or even currently, where you've had a discussion that XRP is worthless because there's so many coins, even though XRP is deflationary, and you also found yourself buying Dogecoin, just pat yourself on the back, because that is, if that's not irony, I have no honest idea what is. Like, honestly, that is the definition of irony. Next up, Barry Silbert. Why is he holding his face like that? Barry Silbert, CEO of cryptocurrency investment firm Grayscale Investments and digital currency group, believes the United States is past the point of no return for banning Bitcoin. In a Grayscale investor call on the 16th of July, the CEO said he was cautiously optimistic about the chances of regulations in the U.S. improving, or at least not getting worse, for Bitcoin. He said, for the first time ever, we are past the Bitcoin ban perceived risk. There's enough support in DC from policymakers and regulators that Bitcoin has a right to exist, and ultimately you can't shut it down. That translates to me, a lot of money has been sloshed, moved around within that space, and or a lot of people are already owning Bitcoin, and there's no way that they're going to ban something that they probably have 100 of. That's just how I kind of see it. The CEO said relationships with regulators are much better off due to the effort made by groups including the Blockchain Association. Okay, so yes, so there is money being thrown around. A group speaking out in favor of many blockchain and crypto companies in front of the SEC and Coin Center, a nonprofit crypto advocacy group. He said, as an industry, we're just much better off than we've ever been for a relationship perspective out in DC. These two groups are educating policymakers around the benefits of this technology in its asset class, the catastrophic regulatory policy risk that would have existed previously in DC is behind us. So it seems that rich people are now understanding or coming to the conclusion that there's probably not going to be a ban on Bitcoin anytime soon. The best part being because they don't understand what the actual meaning of decentralized is. They just probably, they get it, but I don't think they get it. Even if there was a ban on Bitcoin, that doesn't stop people from using it. And also, there are many other countries around the world who would still also use it as well. But I understand that the the us is meant to be the head factor when it comes to crypto regulations, and people are supposed to be looking to them for what happens with crypto, but we're way beyond that point. The moment all the Swiss banks got into it, I was like, okay, well, you know, there's real money flowing into the market. So as it stands right now, the people from Grayscale believe that Bitcoin is past the point of being banned within the us. And I am sure, why not? I didn't think it was ever going to be banned in the first place. Some of the richest people in America probably own huge amounts of Bitcoin and Ether. And I don't think any ban is happening anytime soon. But it's nice to hear, you know, sarcasm, from the rich people that we no longer have to be afraid. I mean, I was scared for a while. I was unsure if Bitcoin was going to make it, but now that Grayscale has said it, you know, glad that's over. Next up, a prominent Bitcoin whale who's known for posting provocative tweets, wow, and placing large bets on Bitfinex, says retail investors, that's me, you, us, are buying into the hype of a new movement in the crypto space. Can you guess what it is? Anybody? The pseudonymous trader named Joe007 says he believes decentralized finance, or DeFi, an emerging ecosystem that offers various financial products by leveraging the blockchain technology, is the latest version of a Ponzi scheme. Ooh. He said, I have yet to see a DeFi, which isn't in fact a CPO. Oh my gosh, a new word. A centralized Ponzi. Okay. That uses random crypto trappings to lure in dumb money into the same old musical chairs game. I mean, liquidity farming sounds so much more modern than discounted postal coupons, right? The Bitcoin maximalist says altcoins rise solely based on their ability to create or generate fear of missing out, which ultimately creates concentrated riches for a few peddlers and big losses for everyone else. He also says traders should realize that all crypto assets are essentially money and do not offer investors a stake in the future of a new company. A lot of people are going to make this mistake. This is going to be a very big thing either this year or next year. Whenever the markets do decide to pump, like the mega pump, and people start losing their money, they're going to look for a place to complain to. And a lot of them are going to be beelined, streamlined, walking in a straight line directly to the SEC saying, hey, I lost my money from that. Hey, I just blah, blah, blah. And they're going to try and get their money back, and they won't be able to, because a lot of these he may call them CPOs, or centralized Ponzis. A lot of these do not have faces to their actual creation. So when tons of people start losing their money from these things and they want their money back, it won't be anything like that. A lot of people make the mistake very rapidly that crypto is like stocks or similar to stocks, or that there's some type of a company somewhere. This happened years ago as well, when people realized that they were losing money, or that they lost money when Bitcoin dropped in price. People were actually asking, who can they go complain to? Because it's all great and wonderful when everyone's making money. No one thinks about the repercussions, or who could potentially be hurt. But it's only when they lose money that they go, wait, I'm not supposed to lose money. Who can I get in trouble for this? The same exact thing happened when people were losing money from Ether. They were trying to figure out how could they get their money back. And, you know, the third one I'm going to talk about is XRP. XRP has a face to the company-ish, kind of. And this is why there are still 3 pending lawsuits against Ripple, because people were looking for a company face. So, yeah. As for projects in the DeFi space, Joe thinks they may actually be more dangerous than a typical Ponzi. He said DeFi projects are more risk than Ponzi's. In addition to expected exit scams by project founders, they can be unexpectedly hacked by external players. Oh, this is another really big thing for those of you who weren't here in 2017. The thing that happened, so around this time, ICOs were doing great, absolutely wonderful. We had a couple of people, not Joe, a couple of people came out and were like, these things really look kind of shaky. I don't think they're going to last for that long. People were like, you're nonsensical. I'm going to keep putting my money into this. By the time we got to September, the first couple of ICOs began to kind of crack and like really like, people were like, okay, that one's bad, but the other 15, those are still really great. By October, when the SEC was like, hey, what the fudge is going on around here? A lot of ICOs began to completely collapse almost overnight. And we started getting news that so people were having ICOs and they were, overnight raising $15 million worth of Ether. And then the website would go down. $17 million, $1.5 million. And the infamous guy who had an ICO, and then the very next day was posting photos on social media of him being on a beach, became very, very big. So I'm expecting the same exact thing to happen for a lot of these DeFi projects as well. These are, can you call them a honey trap? They're ways for people who are looking to make money, because the goal of everyone who's just getting into crypto is always to get rich quick. There's never a work for it or hold your money for 5 years and see where it goes. That doesn't work for a lot of people. People want to get rich as quick as possible. Even if you search around and like what's the keyword? It's like if you type in on YouTube at the very top, or even on Google, like if you type in how to make, usually some of the first things that pop up is like how to make money quick, how to make money fast, how to make money today, how to become a millionaire in a year. It's all these really quick, fast things because people don't realize that not that you have to work for it, but things do take time. I've been in crypto for a very long time, as many of you probably have as well. And I'm going to assume a very long time is a good 2 to 3 year time frame because of how stressful crypto actually is. You know how the market works. You know how traditional markets work. You know that it is usually impossible to make millions in a year, but this is the allure that a lot of people have. People are getting to these coins with the idea that they're going to have a 1000x, or that their coins that are 1 cent right now are going to hit $10, and therefore they will become millionaires overnight. These are ways to get people into the market and for other people to kind of take their money from them. I don't know how often I can stress this. It's more of a, as long as we keep getting reflections of 2017, I will reflect them back to you so you really understand what's happening. But there are a lot of people. You've seen those Vitalik videos and all the other things. You give me 10, I'll give you 100. It works on people, and this is how. Like I'm telling. It's bad to say it, but things like this are actually extremely bullish for the market. I mean, extremely bullish for the market, because it shows that there's a huge there's waves of money that are pumping into the market. All we can do is try to make sure that people put their money in the air quotes correct places, the more stable blue chip places. But it's impossible. Anyway, moving on. And to finish things off, in probably going to be a very big news thing as the week goes on, payments giant PayPal is said to have partnered with Paxos crypto brokerage to launch its crypto service. CoinDesk reported the news on Monday, citing 2 people familiar with the matter. One source said the partnership could be announced as soon as this week. Remember I said somewhere around here as far as where Bitcoin's price is going to go? If we get actual indications that this is real, that PayPal comes out with the news and not only have they partnered with Paxos, but that they're going to be launching, you know how quick that is? We had news last month that the 3 sources said that PayPal was going to be launching their Bitcoin buying thing on PayPal within the next 3 months. If they're doing it this week, that's insane. Paxos crypto brokerage was launched last week with Revolut US as its first client. The API-based brokerage service allows fintech firms to integrate crypto buying, selling, holding, and sending capabilities into their own applications. Okay, that's actually kind of insane. This leads the way very quickly then, or especially if they have Revolut. This leads the way for them to be able to integrate with many other different websites, and the websites not actually having to create their own products themselves. Is being able to use Paxos' service and simply saying, we also, on Amazon, you can now buy and sell and Bitcoin and et cetera, et cetera. That's actually nuts. Paxos handles all the regulatory, technological, and liquidity aspects, while fintech firms take care of front-end experiences. PayPal's crypto plans were only revealed last month, but in March, the company told the European Commission in a letter that it is developing crypto capabilities and is in favor of building an EU-level framework for crypto assets. Okay, yeah, this is it. So this is the news. Apparently, sometime this week. It's one partnership as soon as this week. Yeah, that's going to be absolutely insane. What is it? 300 million? Doesn't even have the number around here. I think PayPal. Yeah, right here. PayPal has 300 million users, giving all of them at the exact same time access to be able to buy Bitcoin in a very easy way. PayPal has, high fees, but they are not difficult to use. If there's any type of movement in the market, I believe it will be caused by this. If we have the curse of 2020 and PayPal releases this news and Bitcoin's price goes down, well, that's because logic is upside down. However, one would assume an additional 300 million people having easy access to being able to buy Bitcoin, and also the assumption as well that other payment methods, other options, other payment platforms are probably going to announce the exact same thing. If you have someone at the very top of the pyramid announcing that they're going to do something, everyone else at the bottom typically follows. So if PayPal does indeed announce this week that they are going to allow buying, selling, and trading, or whatever, crypto on their platform, that's going to be insane. The other really interesting part would be which coins they're going to add, because it appears and sounds like there's going to be a crypto service and not just adding Bitcoin. So if PayPal adds about 5 coins to their platform, expect these coins logically to rise up in price. Interesting times. If nothing else, very, very interesting times within the cryptocurrency space. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. I haven't been able to do this in a while. Jeez Louise. Professor Wally from Gunbot University, Navarro Williams, David James, Attila the Han, Yasha Harari, Oscar Maldonado, Utopia 569, Moonman High, XRP, Joshua Vineyard, Martin Stoyer, Nostromo, John's Arson, The Animal Reader, A Bibliophobia, Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Moher Maroni, Master Ventures in Thailand, Jared Schneider, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Crypto Joe, Bankroll Network, Crypto Artist, Coldy 3D, Damien, Setsuna, Nick Kanaya, Richie Rich, I, Vlad the Impaler, Paxis, Nick Manj, Yalavori, Anthony Charles, Jim Gardner, Jeremy Fox, Minting Coins, Miller Hitch Test Every Day, and Kyle Skips Leg Day. Yes to Crypto, Bodie McBoatface, Bodie McBoatface, Anytime Fitness, Monk's Corner Staff, Arfmedic17, Make Me a Cake, Tigara Macho Nisa, On Crypto with Lionel, Crayola Michelle, URL, and Bolero Bastos. Thank you all very, very much for your support at the moment. Bitcoin is like down up. It's currently up by 0.30%. We are still in this very weird range. I assume this is going to continue for quite a while. Ethereum is up. Sure, why not? The top 10 coins really have no idea where to go. EOS is up by 4%. Not really sure why. Haven't had much news about the launch of Voice. Like nothing. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard people talk about it. And I haven't seen any news about their user base, how many people have been using it, if the infrastructure. Like you would assume within the cryptocurrency news space that there would have been some type of news floating around. I'm fairly still interested in seeing how it's going to all play out. Where was the other coin that was kind of up? IOTA is up by 5%, question mark. Lend is up, DeFi coin. Balancer is up by 25%. Algorand is up by 8%. Synthetics is up by 10%. Ampleforth is up by 8%. Icon is up by 8%. Yeah. Starting off the week in a very interesting manner. We'll see exactly, of course, we have no choice, what this week is going to give us, show us exactly what's going to happen. I'm still trying to remain centered. Of course, I would love a bull run. Of course, I would love nothing more than that right now. But I'm trying to anticipate a drop. Just simply because, this year has been one big drop. So why not in cryptocurrency prices? And also we are 5 days away from 5 days away. Geez Louise. 5 days away from what we were talking about in the last video. The kind of, what is it called? The evictions and the ends of the moratoriums for mortgages and stuff like that. So it's looking like it's going to be a crazy week. Everyone hunker down, buckle yourselves in, whatever you need to do to not go flying around the room. I do hope you all enjoyed. It is nice to be back, even though I was only gone for 2 days. But, you know, I've been doing this every day for 3 years, so it's nice to be back. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.